Hello, it's been a long time. I apologise I've not made any videos. However, I do read all of the comments I get, so thank you for that. Thank you for subscribing as well. Now, I've had a couple of questions about Snaz. It's been the video that I made a long time ago about how to use it with OBS. And the version that you may have seen is 1.9 and the current version that they've got is 1.12, which has two more options in it. So two options I want to have a look at, one of which is going to be quite difficult to describe and use because there is very little training notes about it, and also you need to have access to PHP and programming and know how to program. So I will show you that in a moment, but first of all, you can see down below the changing text line changer thing that I've got going at the moment. It's revolving through my various social media, Facebook, Twitter and brand YouTube, and also other ones that you can add in there. So you could put your Instagram, you could put your, I don't know, your Twitch and your whatever you like really along the bottom or anywhere you like. So let's have a look. So this is Snaz, and of course it is Snaz, the same version that we used before. The time and date countdown thing, it's on the third tab along, and this is basically very simple to do. It is very easy. You just need to put in to this box. We could put in here an example, and then whatever you like. So it could be anything you like. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then click the add button, and it adds it into the list. You can of course move these around up and down using the arrow keys. You can edit the row, but it is also, you can edit the row by double clicking on it. So E as well, change it there. Okay. Start the, it's already going, it's already rotating, so you have to start it. And until you've started this, the copy the path bit will not work, so it needs to get going. So in order to incorporate the new line, I need to start again, and it will copy that. But you only need to copy the path once. Okay, so that's that done. Copy lines to the file. Let's go back to our screen, and you can see that Facebook. What's next? Brand YouTube. There we go. 10 seconds. And it should be our new example. Example at, yes. So that is it as far as that's concerned. Very simple. A text line changer, which could be quite useful actually. I hadn't realised it was there until somebody said, what does this do? Okay, let's go back to Snaz. You can see it's still going. I'll stop it because, yeah, otherwise we'll be all day. Now, the other one that they run about was this dynamic files. Now, it seems like it's very complicated. and there isn't really anything in the, there is a little bit in Wiki, but not a lot. In fact, it took me a little while to find where I need to look, and we had a look in github.com, and this is the guy that made the Snaz program. His actual website that he refers to no longer exists, and this is actually the only information that I can find, and this was done in 2017. It's like a little bit of a wiki. It's a wiki page, homepage. Now it's obviously got all the information about all of the stuff that we've already talked about. Twitch, there is information on Twitch as well, on how to use it in Twitch, requiring you to do a little bit of programming, etc, etc. But what we want to have a look at is dynamic files. Now, it says here that since August 2016, a client ID is required to send the request. The examples on this page don't demonstrate that. Well, that's a bit of a bummer, because unless we know how to do that, it's not going to work. And I haven't been able to find any information anywhere. So the various parts of this file name of the file that will be generated in a dynamic way, and in which you can refer to, path to request the content from, and it's talking about this in the terms of web content. So if you had a website with a graphic on it, content response from the path, so it's whether success or not, and then the type of response that you're expecting, either see if it's going to be a text or an image, and then of course the outcome of that. So text type, a file that we will call game, it's a type of text file. So gamedirect.php file, that is on the server, and this is why you need to have the client ID to be able to get onto your server. It's more for a person that has a server, access to server side. In this case, they're going to add an extra value, which is channel equals xxx, to where the xxx is the channel name you want the data from. It gives you the programming that you need to do for that file, game direct file, and you can see that it's using a bit of PHP. If you're not familiar with PHP, then this could be an issue. This is what appears in your Snaz program. So game file, where it's coming from, the content, the type of content, which is text file, and the status. So if it's successful, then that's what you'll get. World of Warcraft being the outcome. Image file, so here again, image name, type image. This is a myimage.php file, is on a server with the next content. This is where it's coming from. So you could put a background, an example in Snaz, and then this is what you get from that when you run it. When you run the link, dynamic link. Files can be any HTTP or HTTPS, as long as it returns text or an image. So it is more for programming, and as I say, I think you need to have access to your server side, and you would actually run, it's just a way of running a PHP, and I presume that you could put multiple images or multiple text or whatever in Snaz, and it would cycle through, so you could have your various displays shown. So again, it's just a link copying the path to the clipboard so that you can then use that in your application, so either Twitch or OBS or something like that. Right, well, I hope that was useful and information that you can use. As I say, there isn't much out there on the dynamic files, which is disappointing because some people may find that useful. Of course, if you can get hold of the guy, maybe that they can explain to you what it is that it does. But in the meantime, that's it. Have a good day. I will catch you in the next video very soon. Bye for now.